Hello friends, Erica here. Today I am coming to you with a book review, so stay tuned. Look at these shelves, aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the one who has all the books on these shelves? Adventures are told. How many adventures can one shelf hold? Looking around here you think, sure, I've got all the books. Okay, you guys, I wanted to talk about this because while it's still fresh in my mind, because this book was really, really good. And this is one of the main reasons why I love Natasha Preston, is because she really knows how to write a page turner. She keeps it interesting. There's a lot of action. There's always something happening. And then The Haunting by Natasha Preston. Okay, so when I first saw this on the shelf, I thought, oh, cool, I can, a ghost story. It's October, it's Halloween month. I would love to get into a ghost story. It turns out it's not a ghost story at all. It is a murder mystery type of thing where they're trying to find out who the killer is, because there's a serial killer who's killing off teenagers who live in this town. And it was just every time you turn around, there's another body. So, the year prior, there was 5 murders in the month of October. And, they ended up arresting, Penny, who is the main character. They ended up arresting her boyfriend's father, and so he's pretty much just sitting in prison for killing 5 teenagers. And so fast forward to October of the next year, and another body ends up turning up, and it's of someone that they know. And so they're like, oh, maybe it's just a copycat, because the real killer is in prison. And so they feel that there's a copycat, and they're starting to kill off teenagers one by one, and they think it's a couple of people doing it together because of how they I guess kill them in one spot and then drag them to another spot and leave them there, kind of thing. And then one day she's going to go see her ex-boyfriend, Noah, or Nash. I don't know why I was thinking Noah, but Nash, they broke up and everything because of the fact that her parents didn't want to see him anymore, since, his father is a murderer, and basically was condemning the whole family because of this heinous act that his father did. And So on the way to see her ex-boyfriend, the killer ends up ramming into her, and she ends up flipping her car. She ends up with a really bad concussion and a broken wrist from it. But when the killer is standing over her, the killer wears a mask, so you can't see their face or anything. But the killer wears a mask, and I guess when she had crawled out of the car, the killer was like right there, and she ended up passing out. But she woke up, and when she woke up in the hospital, and that's when she discovered she had a concussion and broken wrist, and wondering why the killer didn't kill her right there. So So it's basically just them trying to survive this serial killer that's after any teenager that they feel that they want to kill, I guess. And it was insane. It was just insane. And so there was supposed to be this party like they have every year. They have a Halloween party. The teenagers throw a Halloween party. And Penny and her friends end up having, like, calling the police and telling them to stop this party because of the serial killer. They don't want to risk anybody else getting killed. And the next thing you know, Penny receives a text from an unknown number telling her to come to the party. And so she shows up there and nobody's there because apparently, I guess, the party moved to a different location because of the fact that, you know, the police stopped it from happening, I guess. And so when she gets into the house, she finds Nash getting up, I guess, from where he had been knocked out, and he looked like he had been hurt. And then they go on this wild goose chase of meeting the killer, wanting to find out finally who the killer is. And when they find out, it's a huge shock. I'm not going to tell you, that would be a spoiler, but it's a huge shock. And I was shocked because I honestly thought Nash was the killer, but it's not. That's the only thing I'm going to say. But to find out who was actually the killer was really insane to me. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is crazy. And so then there's like this huge standoff between Penelope and Nash and her friends, and just there's a huge standoff, and the next thing I know, the gun goes off, and that's how it ends. You don't know who gets shot. You don't know who gets shot. It ends on a cliffhanger. So I'm a little upset about that, although it's a really cool, it's a cool way to end it and everything, but who gets shot? You know, who dies? But is it the killer or is it somebody else? Or, you know, it's just like, what happened? Hello, Natasha. But anyway, it was amazing. It was enthralling. It had my attention from the very beginning all the way to the end, where I was really upset about the ending. But I was like, oh my God. But it's a different way to end it. And I like different ways. I like unique ways of ending it. I mean, there's not always going to be a happy ending, right? So in this case, there really was no ending, because it doesn't say exactly who gets shot and who died, and whether the killer gets killed or if the killer goes free. Who knows? Nobody knows. So anyway, so this was it was amazing. It was enthralling. It was just perfection. So anyway, that's all that I have to say. You should definitely check this out. It's 5 stars. All the way. So you should definitely give it a read. It's very entertaining. It will definitely keep you on the edge of your seat, wanting to know what's gonna happen, wanting to know who the killer is. And so yeah, anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to, see more videos like this. If you want me to do more book reviews, let me know down in the comics. Let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely do that. Anyway, I will see, all my links are down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later. I've got romance and nonfiction, a many. I've got horror and dystopian galore. You want fantasy? I've got plenty. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.